How's it going, everyone? So, as you can see, we are back for part 2 of the SoulSilver Nuzlocke Randomizer. I'm always going to get confused with what order to say all those words in. But we are back, and after a little bit of deliberation, I have decided on a starter to choose. I took it based off of everybody's input in the comments section below, and I do appreciate all of your input, by the way. And so we do have these three to choose from, but before we get into that, I want to make a few announcements, I guess, about the randomizer. And hopefully you guys don't get too mad at me about what I'm about to say. First thing is that I was playing the Heart Gold version, just in my spare time, trying to remember stuff, trying to get back into the swing of everything, and everything was randomized on there as well. And I got my Pokedex, I got my Pokeballs, I was able to catch Pokemon. But the thing was, I noticed that maybe it was the just the fact that they're regular standard Pokeballs, but most of the things that I ran into, no matter how weakened I got them, and because I can't really inflict any sort of status with whatever starter I choose, I have not been able to catch anything at all. That being said, there were a couple of things that I was able to catch after lots of tries, but they were a Riolu, a Yanma, a Miltank, an Ammonite, which I'd be totally fine with. I was totally fine with in the game, but they definitely were not the first things that I encountered, and they took pretty much all of my Pokeballs. So I guess what I'm trying to get at here is that at a certain point in the playthrough, if I'm not able to catch anything, then I may have to turn on a tool to help me, what's the word? A tool to help me actually always catch them. It was something suggested to me by Beastie Bro on a comment that I made on one of his videos where he was doing a randomizer Nuzlocke, because he noted that it was also very difficult for him to catch something, and I'm not really sure what the deal is. I watched some other YouTubers, I watched Game Boy Luke's Heart Gold playthrough, and he seemed to have no trouble at all catching things like Weavile, but I couldn't catch a Dragonair. I'm not trying to catch legendaries or anything, but I don't want to fail on catching the first thing I run into all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the National Dex onto my game, which is really not a big deal. I just want to be sure that obtaining the National Dex means that I will be able to catch things I wouldn't normally be able to catch. I don't want them being excluded from the Johto regional Dex. I don't want that to be the reason that I can't catch them, you know what I mean? So I'll be doing that, and if I make it to Violet City, the city of the first gym, without being able to catch anything on any of the routes in between, then I will be turning on that code. But for now, on the always catch code, because I can't go through this Nuzlocke with just one Pokemon, and I'll probably lose before then if I do. So I've got to play very carefully up until that point. Hopefully I can catch something. I'm pretty nervous about it, but we'll see how it goes. But enough of that. I've kind of rambled on a little bit too much here. So you guys may be wondering, or may not be wondering, which starter I'll be choosing, but I will start from the bottom of the list of Pokemon chosen by you guys, and that's Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil did get one vote, or rather half a vote, because whoever voted for him voted for both Totodile and Cyndaquil, or Cyndaquil. So Cyndaquil is out of the equation, which is fine with me. Cyndaquil is who I chose in the Heart Gold run through that I was doing, and it's good, but I'm okay with changing it up. The middle choice was Totodile, who got a couple of votes, 2 votes I believe, but Chikorita got 3 I believe, which makes it the winner by far, and I'm totally okay with that. I have not used Chikorita in a very long time. I think it's bulky, it's beautiful, it's just right. So I did receive the Chikorita from Professor Elm. Now what's a good name for this thing? It is a male. Okay, it's a male. So let's think of a male name. It's kind of a dinosaur. It's a grass dinosaur. I don't want to do Littlefoot. That's so played out, so cliche. I'm gonna name it Forrest. Forest. So there we go. We have Forest, the Chikorita, on our team. So what's Professor Elm have to say? I forgot all the voices I was doing for the characters before, and I don't know. I might just make up newer, different ones every time I play it. So if you're offended by that, I'm sorry, but I didn't go back and look at it. So there's that. So we're just gonna give Professor Elm the "How do you like walking with your Pokemon? It's not bad, is it? You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you should heal it with this machine." Okay, so he's got his own Poke Center built into his lab. That's pretty good. "It's easy to use. Just check the PC on my desk. Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you, Duncan." Alright, so let's check out our Chikorita here. It's kind of listless, staring intently at my face. Oh, that's sweet, I guess. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Oh, what's this guy have to say? "Duncan, I want you to have these to help you with your task." Alright, so I obtained some potions. That's pretty good. Those will definitely come in handy so that my Pokemon don't get hurt. Pokemon weak in the beginning, yeah, I get it. Don't hesitate to use a potion if your Pokemon is in danger. Alright, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna walk on out of here. Oh, there's Lyra and her Meryl. What's she got to say? "Duncan! So you picked Chikorita? That's a cute Pokemon to have with you. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly." "Yeah, I know. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes too." "Already did, bitch." "Oh, that's right. Why don't you show it to your mom? See ya." Alright, see ya. I'll catch you later, girl. Hey, stay away from my Chikorita, you weird Meryl. Alright, let's do this. Do. Knock knock, Mom, I'm home. Did you miss me? Yeah. "Oh, Duncan, that's a cute Pokemon you have. Professor Elm must have given it to you?" That's such a weird way to phrase a question. "Oh, Professor Elm has a task for you, you say? What kind of task?" "I see. That sounds a little difficult. But when someone makes that kind of a request of you, it must be important. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Your Pokegear came back from the repair shop." I was in the repair shop. "Here you go." Alright, so I got my Pokegear back. Now I'll be able to make phone calls and such. Pokemon, or Pokegear, as it's often called, is whatever trainer should have. Guess what? You can use the Pokegear to make a phone call too. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be doing voices the whole time. I can't think of all the voices for every character in this game. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, I know how to make a phone call. Just touch the Pokegear, make a phone call, whoever. Alright. Just select one to give him or her a call. Gotcha. Wow, I can't believe it's so easy to make a phone call. Me either. That's so nuts. Alright, so I'm out of here. Thanks, Mom, for the support. Now let's go find us a Mr. Pokemon. Get out of the way, girl. Oh. Wait 1 second. Oh, okay, I guess I will. Hurry up, man. I almost completely forgot about this. Here, I'll give you my number. Okay, now he's in my Pokegear, so he can call me whenever he wants to, and he will want to plenty of times. Yeah, I won't give up. Or call you. I'll call you if something comes up. Jeez. Alright, so another thing is, I can use the speed up function, but I'm kind of wary of it. It kind of gets a little laggy. It's not too bad, as you can see here, but it kind of freaks out whenever you enter a battle or go into a building with it on, so I'm going to be cautious of that. So we do have our first encounter of the game here. What is it going to be? A Skarmory? Okay. This is going to be really hard to KO with just normal physical attacks because this thing is so bulky. Oh, wow. Hopefully it doesn't have... It does have Peck. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, that didn't hurt. I could probably beat it with my potions, so as long as he doesn't get a crit. This is actually not worth my effort because this thing is going to get really injured, and it's level 2. I'm not going to fight it. Yeah, I'm just definitely not going to fight it. So, if we run into a Skarmory, it's going to be awfully hard to catch. But, you know, no big deal. So we're going to go this way to get to Cherry Grove City. We're going to go up through this patch of grass and to the left. We're going to run to another Pokemon. Hopefully it's not something that's so hard to KO. Ah, Ledian. I think that should be pretty easy. I think we can KO that with Chikorita. So come on, Chikorita, show them what you're made of. Go, Forest, go. Alright, that's some solid damage. Supersonic, not so solid. Definitely not something I like to see. But hopefully it just has Tackle and not a bug move. Of course I hit myself in confusion. Why wouldn't I? He's got Tackle. Alright, it only does 1 damage. Not a concern at all. Oh, Jesus, are you kidding me? Alright, well, I can hit myself one more time and get tackled. Of course I do hit myself one more time. Do not get a crit. There he goes for Supersonic. I'm going to use a potion now. It's kind of silly to have to use one right away, but definitely better safe than sorry. I'd like to be able to get a little experience off of this. Comet Punch. 1 damage. Hopefully he doesn't get too many hits. I'd rather he not use Comet Punch, because that has a chance of doing... Oops, don't want that. Doing more damage. Thank you for snapping out of confusion, you stupid grass thing. God, oh, he missed. Thank goodness. I also don't like Pokemon that start with Tackle, like Chikorita and Cyndaquil, because Tackle has a chance to miss. Totodile starts with Scratch, which doesn't miss, which is good because, you know, sometimes you just miss at the most inopportune times. Like, I don't know, I could miss this one, but I don't, thank goodness. But the possibility is there. So, we get 38 experience out of that. That's great experience right there. I'm almost level 6 already. Alright, so maybe we can make it to Cherry Grove City without having to use another potion. Depends on what we run into in this grass. Because we're almost guaranteed to run into a Pokemon in this grass. Yep. So what's it gonna be? Charmeleon. I'm gonna go ahead and use another potion. I don't believe it learns any fire type moves yet. I'm pretty sure it just learns Scratch. Totally fine with me. Let's see. He does learn Scratch. I am a couple levels up on it, so it's not going to do too much damage. Let's see. I could use Growl as well. It's not going to be too effective, basically. Oh, see, look, there we go. I missed. It didn't cost me too much, thankfully, but it could have. So he's going to Growl me, which is bad, because this is just going to take longer for me to KO him. Let's see. Well, this is just going to be a lot of back and forth, so if you guys don't mind, oh, got a crit. Never mind. Not going to speed it up. I was going to, but it seems like I don't need to. So a nice 60 experience right there. That's very good. We don't get any attack points, which is fine. We get special attack. That's good. I learned Razor Leaf. Well, never mind. It's not so good because... Okay, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Alright. Razor Leaf is a physical attack, so it's kind of a bummer that Chikorita doesn't have the greatest attack. Well, actually, come here, Chikorita. I want to... let's see. Nope, that's not how you do it. I'm going to check out what your nature is. Timid. Oh, that's... I guess that's good. It's not great for having Razor Leaf, and I don't actually know what special moves Chikorita will learn over time, but in the event that it does get to use special attacks, then Timid's pretty great, because even though Meganium is rather slow naturally, timid just makes it that much faster, so it could be a lot worse. I don't get my special attack reduced, and I get a speed boost, so that's, you know, nothing to cry about. Yeah, I'm not wearing running shoes. Sorry, this guy's talking to me. He's going to show me around Cherry Grove City, so he's going to show me first the the Pokemon Center. That's nice. And now we're going to the Pokemon Mart. Yeah, they sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. That's good. What's this? This is Route 30, out that way. Trainers will be battling their Pokemon here. Okay, if you go a little farther, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. So that's the way we're going to be going once he's done with his tour. And I refresh my sweet little Chikorita in the Pokemon Center. Grab maybe some more potions from the Pokemart. This is the sea, as you can see. Some Pokemon are found only in water. Okay, it's good knowledge. It's good knowledge. In this instance, because it's a randomizer, those Pokemon can still be found on land. Pretty much every Pokemon can be found, including legendaries. So if I run into those, I'm almost guaranteed not to catch them. I probably won't be catching any legendaries in this run-through until I have Ultra Balls, maybe. Because here's his house. If I start to use the catch enhancing code in the event that I can't catch anything up until Violet City, I will not use that code to help me catch legendaries like Mewtwo or Lugia or whatever appears, because that's pretty unfair. So I can agree with Beastie Bro and his suggestion not to do that. But anyway, here's his house. For my effort with keeping up with him, he gives me the running shoes, which is great because I was moving awfully slow. So yeah, I get those. He's a nice guy, gent. And the instructions read, touch the sprint button on the touch screen to sprint. It also says hold the B button down to sprint. So now that I've got my running shoes on, I will be moving a little bit quicker. So that's pretty good. And you can run indoors in these games, which is so awesome. Something that you couldn't do in earlier games, like 3rd gen games, 2nd gen games. You couldn't run inside as far as I remember. Maybe you could, actually. I don't know. Maybe in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Not too sure about the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum games. But now my Chikorita is all healed up. I'm gonna go over to the Pokemart. Check this out. Maybe buy some potions. I do have a little bit of money. I'm gonna buy potion. I'm gonna buy 7 of those, so I have 10. No, never mind. That's way too much. That's too much money. I'll buy 4 of them. There we go. And then I'll spend my money on antidotes. Get some of those. And paralyze heals. Alright, so I'm pretty poor now. But since this is all I can buy at this point anyway, I'm not too concerned. So now we can start heading towards Mr. Pokemon's house. We're gonna head up Route 30. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, it's the guide gent. Oh, he finally caught up to me. This is another token from him. Take it. Map card. Okay, that's awesome. So now I can look at the town map from my Pokegear, show where I am and the other places in the region. That's pretty good. Alright, thanks man. Much appreciated. So we got running shoes and a map card from just doing nothing. And we're gonna run in this grass. We're gonna go grab this item, which I think is a potion. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that guy has nothing important to say, but we'll talk to him anyway. Oh, you're wearing the running shoes. Don't they make you feel like flying, don't they? But be aware of wild Pokemon and trainers. When you run, the noise will attract them. So that's a tip. I'm gonna run up here. Oh, no I'm not. Hey kiddo! How in the world can you be so obvious to my eye-catching house? Oblivious, excuse me, to my eye-catching house. Hold it right there. I've never actually just walked straight up inside his house. I don't know what he would say. When you follow the path up north, you will see Mr. Pokemon's house, but before you go, let me finish what I have to say. Do you have any apricorns? Apricorn trees bear fruit once a day. I have one of those trees too, I see that. Apricorns are really something. You can make Pokeballs and other things. They're quite useful. I have a feeling this was meant to be because I have something for you. So he gives me the apricorn box. That means I can store apricorns that I pick from these trees, like the one next to his house. Yep. Okay, thanks, man. I think I will be a decent apricorn collector. So I'll pick this green apricorn from his tree. There we go. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to... Oh, run in the grass. This is what I get for running. Ah, we get a mantine. Sorry, I sped it up there. Alright, go. Okay, thank you. My one concern about this game is that it is so slow. Everything about it is slow. Not quite as slow as Diamond and Pearl, thank goodness, but still very slow. Like, these animations, while they are good, and I love everything about this game, honestly, this is probably my biggest complaint. Health bars move slowly, animations do. Okay, come on. Go, go. And we're gonna knock out this mantine after very little trouble. That's good news. And we get level 7 out of it, so we are a couple levels up now. Get a max HP increase. We're pretty bulky. Yeah. Alright. Oh, so close to level 8. I think by the time we get back to Cherry Grove City, we should be level 8, which will be great. 8 is great. Holy crap. Alright, see, this is the kind of stuff that we can run into out here in the wild. Palkia, the mascot legendary of Pearl version. We're going to hit it with a Razor Leaf and we're going to make it look stupid compared to my Chikorita. Yeah, that did some good damage. Dragon Breath, probably going to paralyze me. But I don't think it'll do too much damage. Ooh, it did solid damage. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to go for... Okay, he just goes for Scary Face and misses, which is fine. I'm already way too slow anyway, so Scary Face was basically a worthless play right there. I can take another Dragon Breath, but he misses Scary Face once more, so he's just handing me the victory, which is great. I don't have to lose my Chikorita just yet. Again, I can still take another Dragon Breath, but he's going to go for Scary Face. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed right here. And I don't. I hit the Razor Leaf. And this Palkia goes down, so I will definitely be getting level 8 out of this. I'm expecting to get like 70, 80 experience out of it. 125. I was way off, but it's a good thing. So we get level 8. 2 defense, 2 in each defense, 1 in everything else pretty much except for HP. And we hit level 9, so thank you Palkia. 2 levels out of this. 1 in everything. Poison Powder, that's pretty good. That could be useful in the future. So I'm going to walk the rest of the way so that I don't get attacked by anything else. Get an antidote, that's good. I'm going to go to my bag and grab a Paralyze heal. Use that. There we go. Let's see, can I afford to use a potion here? Let's see. Yeah, I guess so. Might as well keep this thing nice and healthy while I can. I don't think it'll be dying to anything in particular in the future. Or not in the future. I mean, the future is pretty distant. But in the near future, I don't think it'll be dying to anything. Dustox, it could. I'm going to go ahead and see if Dustox has any stab moves, because both of them are super effective against my Chikorita. He has Confusion, which is not super effective. It does like no damage, so as long as I don't get confused from it, I will just be able to take this Dustox down. So let's do it. Oh, my back is starting to hurt. I'm not sure how long this recording is, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that by the time I get back to Cherry Grove City and finish up a particular event, I will be able to end the episode right there and then continue on with the next one later. So I get 92 experience points out of that. That's really good. You know, kind of similar to how much I got from Palkia, which is weird because it's just a Dustox. So here we get Regigigas. Okay, this thing's got a slow start going, so I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a Poison Powder. No, I'm not. Just kidding. He's going to hit me with a Dizzy Punch. Oh, gosh. Don't confuse me. Thank you. Alright, so I hit the Poison Powder. That's good. As long as I can KO this thing before it gets its slow start, gets its act together rather, I should be okay. And I need to keep myself in good range. So what I'm actually going to do, I should be growling, because this thing does have a very good attack stat. Oh, that did some good damage. Actually, I should be able to KO it with the next one after the poison damage. So never mind. Forget what I said about growling. I'm not going to do that. Razor Leaf should take this thing out right here. And I'm going to get another buttload of experience points. So as you can see, if I run into these things, I'm not going to be able to catch them. I'm just not going to. Their catch rate is so high that, or so low rather, that a normal Pokeball cannot actually achieve that. So let's see. And I'm going to save right here as well. Just because I like to save. I'm a very cautious player in that sense. I don't know. I save before gym battles, and even though none of that really matters here, because if I lose, I lose. But, you know, never can be too safe, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Did I change these? I did, right? Yeah. What else was I gonna do? What was I gonna do, Chikorita? I don't remember what I was gonna do. I don't know. I guess I wasn't gonna do anything. I'm just gonna go in here, talk to Mr. Pokemon. Oh! You must be Duncan. It was I who sent an email to Professor Elm earlier. Let's see. What you got there, man? This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Alright, so he gives me a mystery egg. I wonder what it could be. Duncan put the mystery egg into the key item's pocket. Yep. A friend of mine from Ekkertuk gave it to me. Bet you can't find this kind of egg in Johto. I thought Professor Elm might be able to tell what it is. He's the best when it comes to research on Pokemon evolution. That's a quote from the famous Professor Oak. Are you returning to Professor Elm? Can't speak? Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Alright, so he heals up my Chikorita right here, which is awesome. Oh, who's this fella? And with that, I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher. So you're Duncan. I was just visiting my friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh wait, what's this? A rare Pokemon? I must see. You must be helping Professor Elm's research. I think I understand why Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. You will treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon that you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. I'd like you to have it. Alright, so he gives me the Pokédex. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Duncan, I have a feeling that this is not the last time we'll meet. No, I'm sure it's not, Oak. Let's exchange numbers just to be on the safe side. So he wants my number. He wants to get to know me. That's pretty good. I mean, this is a world-renowned researcher right here, so he's outie. And I can leave too, so that's pretty good. Oh, I get a call. Who is it? Duncan, it's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. Alright, so there's been some catastrophe at Professor Elm's lab. I'm gonna go ahead and check this Pokédex. I don't know if it actually updated. No, it did not. Alright, I'll deal with that in the future if I cannot manage to catch any Pokemon. I'll deal with the National Dex issue. So, we have another counter here. What is it? Oh, it's a Floatzel. It's almost a shame that I have to KO this thing. If I could catch it, man, I would be so happy. But I can't, so not a big deal. I just have to feed it to my beastly Chikorita instead. So there it goes, down in one shot. Not even a problem. Get nice 76 experience out of that. That'll get me close to level 11. And we're gonna run. Come on, Forest. So we get another rodent, I guess. in Linoon. No extreme speed belly drum for you, I'm positive. Alright, that does not KO, but he just hits me with the headbutt, which doesn't do a whole lot of damage. We're gonna Razor Leaf again. And there we go, Linoon's gone. And we hit level 11, so that's pretty good. By the time I get back to Cherry Grove in my Heart Gold playthrough, I was not level 11. I was level 10, but I was not level 11. So there's that. Okay, gonna run back down here. Oh, we got another encounter. Jesus, it's taking forever. Alright, so we got Roserade up in this. Alright. I'm just gonna go for the tackle. See what I can do. I should be able to do some solid damage with this. Yeah, that's a 2-hit KO. Magical Leaf, not gonna do much. I'm bulky, bruh. Yeah, 2. Barely did 2. It looked like he didn't want to. Alright, and 2-hit KO. Yep, goodbye. Roserade, you're gone. Give me that 87 experience, though. Alright, so I'm close to level 12. I guess halfway there. Which is good. Which is real good. I'm gonna avoid that grass. I really don't need to go in it right now. This thing is getting pretty strong, which is totally fine. I'm gonna head in here because there is an event coming. I want to be ready. I'm gonna speed this process up. Yeah. Alright. Thanks so much. Alright, let's get out of here, Chikorita. Do. Oh. Who is it? Whoa, some red-haired kid. You got a Pokemon at the lab? What a waste. That's a Pokemon that's too good for a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. Some nameless person. Look pretty boss over there, kid. Passerby boy. Well, that looks an awful lot like the Cyndaquil from Professor Elm's office. So I know he doesn't have Ember or anything like that, so my tackle should be able to end his life pretty easily while his tackle does nothing. Yeah. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, I get a crit just to finish him off with style. So there we go. Forest. Alright. There we go. Forest is close to level 12. Huh. Are you happy you won? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. So I get 500 bucks out of that. That's pretty solid. Do you want to know who I am? I'm gonna be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Oh, it just shoves me out of the way. What? What the hell? You little punk, give it back. That's my trainer card. Oh no, you saw my name. Yeah, I did. And I'm a pickpocket. Well, I think I'm gonna end the episode there because I'm starting. This actually takes a lot longer than I thought it would. So, for now, I'm gonna end the episode and then return with the next one next time. So, once I do, I'm gonna head back to New Barktown, meet with Professor Elm, tell him the story about the kid who broke into his lab, and then get on my way. And in that episode, I will also be able to catch my first Pokemon, so be excited for that. Give me any suggestions, as always, in the comments below. I'm always willing to adapt what I've got going on here for you guys. I am going to work on the layout over the weekend, try and make some improvements to it. You know, all that small stuff, really not too big a deal, but you know, tell me your thoughts on what I said about the catching Pokemon. If you think it's okay for me to use the help, I guess, the catch modifier, in order to actually obtain another Pokemon aside from my Chikorita, because otherwise this thing is going to have a lot of pressure on it, and I don't want that. You don't want that. I want diversity because that's what the randomizer is all about. So with all that being said, I will catch you guys later. Peace out.